Hello there. Welcome to Pauranika, the channel devoted to the timeless Indian stories. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to help us bring to you more stories. Let's follow Garuda as he embarks on his journey to take possession of Amrit. He took leave of Vinata and went to meet his father. Maharshi Kashyap was expecting him. He bowed to his father and sought his blessings. He said to his father, "I want your advice, your wise counsel on how do I go about this mission." Maharshi Kashyap sat him down. He spoke to him about the present and the past that led to the present. Garuda, for the first time, realized that his search for the Amrit, his seeking to free his mother from bondage, and his very birth were all preordained. In fact, he was just a part of one grand scheme, the scale of which was unimaginable. Rishi Kashyap said, "Indra, the king of the Devas, in a moment of extreme insensitivity, had insulted the Valkalyas. The Valkalyas were esteemed rishis of the highest order. They were incensed with Indra's callousness and arrogance and decided to avenge their humiliation. They sought Rishi Kashyap's help and further played a significant role in birthing Garuda. Garuda thus came to know that his mission was larger than he had hitherto understood, and that he carried the hopes and expectations of many, some of whose very existence he was unaware of. As he took leave of his father, Maharshi Kashyap blessed him and pointed towards a valley far below. "Do you see a giant turtle fighting with an elephant? Consume them. You need the energy to last this arduous journey. My blessings are with you." Garuda swooped down and caught the turtle and the elephant in his powerful claws and began his flight. As he crossed the forest, a huge tree beckoned him. It was a large and a very old tree. "O mighty Garuda, alight on me. Rest on one of my branches as you eat your food." Garuda acquiesced. He landed on a branch of the tree with the turtle and the elephant in his claws. As soon as he sat on the branch, he noticed many limpid beings hanging upside down on the branch. He realized they were Valkalyas, the gentle rishis he had just now heard about from his father. He paid his respects to the venerable souls. Suddenly the branch broke and fell. Garuda dived, swerved, grasped the branch, and swiftly started to fly. Garuda now had a giant turtle in one claw and an elephant in the other, while holding a giant branch with the Valkalyas in his beak. He landed on a valley below the mountain and slowly placed the branch on the ground. The Valkalyas, pleased with Garuda, blessed him and wished him success. He devoured the turtle and the elephant. Now, onward, onto his mission, Garuda reached the valley where the Amrit was kept, closely guarded by heavily armed Devas and the Asuras. Brihaspati, the elderly guru of both the Devas and the Asuras, had warned them of the imminent arrival of the mighty Garuda to take the Soma away. When the huge shadow of the wings of Garuda hovered above them, they were battle ready. Rains of fire and javelins were hurled, meteors and thunderbolts were fired, and whirlwinds were blown at Garuda. But of no avail. Even the most powerful and lethal weapon of Lord Indra, who spearheaded the defense, could not even scratch Garuda's feathers. Indra couldn't believe his eyes. He rushed to Brihaspati and lamented, "My mighty weapons, even the thunderbolt, cannot harm Garuda. What's happening?" Brihaspati reminded Indra of the old incident where he humiliated the Valkalyas. Garuda is born of them. This is the very purpose of his birth. You cannot stop him. The Soma was kept in a large pot in the middle of a giant revolving wheel, surrounded by two large serpents who swirled around the pot. Garuda plunged down, killed the serpents, broke down the wheel, and picked the pot of Amrit. Indra appeared before Garuda and pleaded with him, "You have proved your point, and I own up for my wrongs, but do not let the Amrit get into the hands of serpents. You can very well imagine the consequences of that." Garuda took the Soma to Kadru and announced, "Here is the elixir you demanded. Now grant my mother's freedom." He left the pot of the Amrit on the grass, and while the snakes moved for their ritualistic ablution before they could partake the Amrit, Indra, as instructed by Garuda, picked the pot and sped away. Garuda, the vanquisher of both the Devas and the Asuras, bowed down before his mother. Vinata mounted on Garuda, and as he flew in the sky, she remembered her firstborn Aruna and his words, "With Garuda as your protector, you will be finally free." Indra appeared before them in awe and gratitude and said, "What can I do for you, Garuda? You can ask for anything in the world." Garuda replied, "From the time I was born, I was thrust into this turmoil relentlessly and without a moment's respite. I am unlettered. I want to study the Vedas." Indra was amazed. Here was a warrior who realized the purpose of his birth, redeemed his pledge, has now brought the entire universe at his feet, and yet asked for something as simple as wanting to study. Indra nodded. So be it. So goes the legend of Garuda, the mighty one. Thank you for listening. We'll be back soon with another story. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.